Teen girl Michelle Carter's text blamed for suicide of friend Conrad.
Spitting Venom Radio.
I think they were boyfriend and girlfriend, but it says friend, so, here we go.
Roy from Massachusetts took his life in July, and police say his girlfriend, 18-year-old Michelle Carter, had strongly influenced his decision. They found over 1,000 text messages between the two, with conversations leading right up to his death. In one text, moments before Roy died, Carter urges him to go through with the suicide, even after he tells her he's scared and that he'll miss his family. But after Roy's death, the teen paid tribute to him on social media, even holding a fundraiser in his honor. Police also found emails in which Carter expresses regret and fears of being arrested. His devastated relatives are reeling from the revelations.
It's just overwhelming. The whole story is just too much to take in. I don't know.
According to the district attorney, it's alleged that Miss Carter had first-hand knowledge of Roy's suicidal thoughts. Instead of attempting to assist him or notify his family or school officials, Miss Carter is alleged to have strongly influenced his decision to take his own life, encouraging him to commit suicide. But Carter's lawyers say it's an overreach to convict someone of manslaughter over text messages.
She was not even present when he made a
My
decision,
man,
a voluntary, conscious decision to end his own life.
Thank you, Joseph. Yes, god damn it, are you fucking for real? Seriously? No, here's my thing, yeah. Morally, right? Morally, should she have gone to maybe authorities or family members or somebody like, hey, motherfucker keeps saying he's going to kill himself? Probably. Maybe that might have been the friend thing to do, okay? But just because she's, do it, pussy. Oh, well, you keep talking about it. Do it, pussy.
She could be an accomplice. Is she an accomplice?
No, she didn't do anything. She just
to
didn't
his
do
suicide?
it. If I tell you to go, really, there's me. That's you having a weak fucking mind and you being influenced by somebody else. That's nothing to do with me. I could tell you to do anything. I could tell you to go fuck your dog right now. And if you got caught fucking your dog by your girlfriend, it wouldn't be my fault just because I told you to fucking do it.
It wouldn't be my fault.
Jimmy told me to do it, so I'm doing it, Lauren. That wouldn't be. I'm not to blame for that. That's you.
Right.
That's all on you and your fucked up head. Here, if you want to kill somebody, I was actually hearing about not this, but somebody else talking about killing themselves. If you want to kill yourself, fucking do it. That's you, man. Do I think it should happen? No. Is it unfortunate? Yeah, it's sad. I don't think people should take their own lives.
The worst thing. I hope nobody has any suicidal thoughts out there.
No,
because he was dead serious.
I'm very
If you want to kill yourself, then do it. Oh, don't do it.
If there's 600 people, I don't know why there's 600, but just for example, if there's 600 people right now listening to this live, and 300 out of those 600 people that I just said, if you want to kill yourself, do it. I'm just fucking making
I know. Keep going.
If they want to go kill themselves just because I said, you want to kill yourself, do it, and they go do it. Am I now responsible for 300 people fucking killing themselves?
I don't know.
Just because I encouraged them to do it? I didn't help do shit.
You gave them
I did not help do shit.
They might be looking
if I
you
told
for
you, Rick, I want you to be 700 pounds, Rick, because I think it'd be great for you. And you went out and said, fuck it, I'm going to do everything I can to be 700 pounds. You die of a fucking heart attack. Is that my fault?
It's McDonald's fault.
Like, Homeboy killed himself because he has problems.
Like, it is the same thing as, like, fucking...
It's not her fault. Look at her. Look at that face she's making. Like, yeah, bitch, that ain't my fucking fault. Yeah, get her face. That's the face I'm making right now. Like, that's the face she should be making. Am I really doing this right now? Really? I'm really here for this dumb shit? Yeah. Okay. Like I said, before people.
So you don't think she's disgusting for that?
Morally.
No, personally, do you think that she's like a piece of shit?
No. Like I said,
like I hope that if somebody comes to you, Jimmy,
I feel like she should have reached out for
Jimmy,
help, but
I'm feeling
it's not
suicidal.
her
I hope that I need you to like talk me out of this. Like I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
you go ahead and kill yourself.
I mean, if I told you, Rick, I would probably like if I thought you were really being serious. I mean, how do we know that she didn't think he was? I mean, there's thousands of text messages, I guess, so I don't know what they said. But for as of right now, I'm speaking of like how do I know that she didn't think he was being serious? Maybe now you want him to wake up. He's fine. He's gonna start meowing again. You're gonna get mad.
Keep going.
So, but my thing is that like like she thought that he wasn't being serious. You know what I mean? Maybe she thought he was just bullshit. Maybe he does this shit all the time. I'm going to kill myself. God damn it. My football team lost, or I lost a Magic the Gathering game tournament, or whatever the fuck. I'm going to kill myself. You know what I mean? Like,
What about that, though?
but I mean, I'm saying, like, maybe, because you know how some people say that all the time, and then nobody takes them serious. You know, oh, you say it all the time. Well, fucking do it, pussy, or whatever. Maybe that's what she was thought, or if she thought.
Well, I'm about to read the text.
No,
so
that's
we can,
fine. Or if
so
she
we
thought
can
he was
look into
being
their
serious.
relationship a little bit.
My thing is, like I said before, morally, should she have reached out for help to others? Yeah, probably so. If it was,
Would
a
you
serious
have
thing.
if you had a friend who?
If I had a friend who was actually being serious about it, I'd reach out. But at the same time, if I was like, "Well, fucking do it, motherfucker," and then he goes out and does it, I'd be like, "Oh shit!" Like, well, fuck.
probably shouldn't have told him that.
No, I wouldn't say probably should. I would be like, well, fuck. He actually did it. But that's not my fault that you did it, just because I told you to fucking do it.
Right. Okay, so here's some of the texts, and we're going to read a little bit of the conversation about and how they went about, like, the moments leading up to him killing himself. So Carter is the girl, and Roy is the boy. So Carter said, you can't think about it. You just have to do it. You said you were going to do it. Like, I don't get why you aren't. Roy said, the boy said, I don't get it either. I don't know. Carter, I guess you aren't going to do it then. All that for nothing. I'm just confused. Like, you were so ready and determined. Roy, I'm going to eventually. I really don't know what I'm waiting for, but I have everything lined up. No, you're not, Conrad. Last night was it. You kept pushing it off, and you say you'll do it, but you never do it. It's always going to be that way if you don't take action. You're just making it harder on yourself by pushing it off. You just have to do it. Do you want to do it now? Conroy, is it too late? I don't know. It's already out. It's already out. It's already light outside. I'm going to go back to sleep. Love you. I'll text you tomorrow.
Can we pause real quick?
Yep.
And none of this is she saying, like, kill yourself, though. Like, they could be
That's what they're conversating
but
about.
we
though.
don't know. Maybe they're talking about going to buy a new video game.
Okay. All right. So
Obviously,
far,
Jimmy, you can look. At
okay.
that
Now,
and
so
say
far
what
they're saying,
talking about.
okay, Jimmy's
But they're
defense.
not- they're not talking-
Jimmy,
she
the
didn't-
defense lawyer.
She didn't say
So
anything.
far, they didn't. They literally have not said.
See,
kill
he
yourself.
said, "Do you think it's too late?" I don't know if my Walmart's 24 hours. Is it too late?
Where was I at?
I'm about to go to sleep. I'll do it tomorrow.
All right. So I'm going to eventually hate everything lined up. No, you're not. You're always pushing it off. Do you want to do it now? Is it too late? Blah, blah, blah. No, it's probably the best time. Here's the girl. It's probably the best time now because everyone is sleeping. Just go somewhere in your truck and no one is really out there right now because it's an awkward time. If you don't do it now, you're not going to do it. You can say you'll do it tomorrow, but you probably won't. Tonight? ? Love you. And he said, thank you. She was like, for what? Are you awake? He said, yes. She said, are you going to do it today? Like, she's determined for him to kill himself.
But no,
She's determined. That's very determined.
But they could be talking about anything.
Okay? She wants him to go lift weights right now. Yes.
Could be.
Are you going to go do it today? Yes. Like in the daytime? Should I?
It's the best time
Yes.
to
It's
lift
less suspicious. You won't think about it as much and you'll get over it. You'll get it over with instead of wait until the night. Yeah, then I will. Like where? Like I could go in any enclosed area?
They
She's
could
like,
be talking about
and she
anything.
says, go in your truck and drive in a parking lot somewhere, to a park or something. Do it like early. Do it now, like early. He said, didn't we say this was suspicious? She says, no, I think night is more suspicious. A kid sitting in his car, turning on the radio, just do it. It wasn't suspicious, and it won't take too long. Okay, I'm taking Holly for a walk. Okay, I don't know why I'm like this. She said, sometimes things happen, and we never know the answers why. And then the boy said, like, why am I so hesitant lately? Like 2 weeks ago, I was willing to try everything, and now I'm worse, really bad, and I'm LOL not following through. It's eating me inside. She said, you're so hesitant because you keep overthinking and keep pushing it off. You just need to do it, Conrad. The more you push it off, the more it will eat at you. You are ready and prepared. You will be free and happy. No pushing it off. No more waiting.
I think they're talking about masturbating in public. That's what
Okay.
I'm thinking. Being in a park, not being suspicious,
All right.
awkward time.
I swear to God.
Yeah, and
No,
then she
it
says,
could
you're
be.
right. And Carter said, if you want it as bad as you say you do, it's time to do it today. And he said, yep, no more waiting. She said, okay, I'm serious. Like, you can't even wait till tonight.
Still not
You
talking
have to
about
do
killing.
it when you get back when you get back from your walk. He said, thank you. She said, for what? He said, still being here. She said, I will never leave you. You are the love of my life, my boyfriend. You are my heart, and I'll never leave you.
Right.
That's
so
what she said to him.
Any of this, if you were just reading this, not knowing that he killed himself, if you were just reading this,
I would know
randomly,
there's something weird going on here. There's
yeah,
definitely
but
something weird
not
going on.
killing himself. He could be robbing a bank or a store or something.
He's not going to go out in a car in the woods
What do you
and
swear
sit
to
by
fucking God
himself.
for, Rick?
This guy's so
What?
It's like you can
How am
read-
I something else? It's not her fault that he fucking killed
Like,
himself.
obviously,
You're
there's a
dumbass for
context
thinking
here.
that.
Like, obviously, we know the context, what it is.
You
You
know
can
the
say that all
context.
day. There's a fucking context. The bitch is saying one thing about him killing himself.
She's
Because she knows
encouraging
what the
him
fuck
to.
they're talking about.
No.
She knows we know what they're talking about. She
so
knows
everyone
what they're
knows.
talking
it's her
about. Come
fucking
on
fault.
now.
It's her fault. You're an idiot
keep
for
on
thinking
going.
it's her fault. Anybody
Okay,
that
I'm
thinks it's
serious.
her fault, it's a
Like,
fucking
you
idiot.
can't wait until tonight. You have to do it when you get back from your walk. He said, thank you. For what? Still being here. Blah, blah. I love you. He said, aw. She said, I love you. He said, love you too. She said, when will you be back from your walk? Like, she wants this motherfucker to die quick. And he's like, said, like 5 minutes. And she said, okay, so you going to do it? He said, I guess. I guess. That, like, he could so easily be talked out of this by now.
Right.
Like, right now, he could be easily talked out of it.
Like, you could just say, I don't want you to do it. You could just say, I love you too much. I don't want you to leave my life.
Right.
That kind of thing.
Yep.
It would have fucking been
Just
like,
something.
it's fucking her fault. It's obvious.
It's
It's
not her
honestly
fault.
her fucking fault.
It's
This whole
not.
thing.
He's
like, she
fucked
could've-
up in the head, and she's just convincing him to fucking do it. It's not her fault.
I think she may be a little messed up in the head as well.
I'm not saying she's not, but I'm saying it's not her fault.
Well,
she didn't
I-
fucking do anything to him.
Well, I want you to be ready and sure. What does that mean? He said, I don't know. I'm freaking out again. I'm overthinking it.
Both
and
of
now,
them sound like nutcases.
and now here she goes. She said, I thought you wanted to do this. This time is right, and you're ready. You just need to do it. You can't keep living this way. You just need to do it like you did the last time and not think about it and just do it, babe.
Like you
you
did the
can't
last
keep
time
doing
he
this
killed
every day.
himself
Yes,
before?
he attempted to kill himself. No, he attempted suicide multiple times. That's part of the context of the story as well. Then she said, or he said, I do want to, but I'm freaking for my family. I guess I don't know. And then Carter said, Conrad, I told you I'll take care of them. Everyone will take care of them to make sure they won't be alone, and people will help them get through it. We talked about this, and they will be okay and accept it. And then Conrad came back and said, I know, LOL. Thinking just drives me crazy. Drives me more crazy. And she said, you just need to do it, Conrad. I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to go get you help. You can't keep doing this. Oh, no, okay. So she said, you just need to do it, Conrad, or I'm going to get you help.
This is essentially bullying to me.
You can't keep doing this every day.
This is essentially what bullies do to people that make them go kill themselves.
She definitely has the
Are all the bullies getting arrested
yes,
right
they're
now?
fucking they're
All the bullies
being
are going to
blamed
jail?
for shit.
she's definitely
If you
she's
physically do something to somebody, yeah, I can see that. But
yeah.
just telling
Well,
somebody
she's definitely
something-
mentally controlling this dude.
Yeah.
He will do anything that she said. Like, you can tell, like he will do whatever
Not
she says.
nothing. Like that shit doesn't make any fucking sense.
And then she said, he said, okay, I'm going to do it today. And she said, do you promise? Like, she wants him to promise. How do you feel about this guy, Rick? Or this girl?
Yo, I'm glad she's not my girl. I'll say that. Fucking bitch.
And then Roy said, I promise, babe. I have to now. And she said, like, right now? She wants him to die. She is crazy.
Like, she wants this to happen, obviously. Like, clearly she wants it to happen.
And he said, I promise, babe. I have to now. But she went on social media and saying, like, R.I.P. And she did a fundraising thing for him and everything.
Maybe that was her plan. Maybe she wanted to get rich.
Could be, yeah. And then she said, and he said, I promise, babe, I have to now. And she said, like, right now? And he said, where do I go? And she said, and you can't break a promise. And just go in a quiet parking lot or something. Okay. Go somewhere you know you won't get caught. You can find a place, and I know you can. Are you doing it now? Question mark. Later that afternoon, the conversation continued. Roy said, I'm determined. Carter said, I'm happy to hear that. Roy said, I'm ready. She said, good, because it's time, babe. You know that. When you get back from the beach, you've got to do it. You're ready. You're determined. It's the best time to do it. He said, okay, I will. She said, are you back? Roy said, no more thinking. She said, and there's a crazy part to the story that you're going to hear at the end that's really going to, like, I know it's going to set Rick over the edge. So, no more thinking. The girl says, yes, no more thinking. You just need to do it. No more waiting. Roy said, on my way back now. I know where to go now. And she said, where? He said, a parking lot. There's going to be no cars there at 9. So that's when I'll be found. And she said, okay, perfect. When will you be home? He said, 10 minutes. Haha, that's perfect. And then Carter said, okay, and well, yeah, I don't know. And then Roy said, like, I don't want to kill anyone else with me. And she said, you won't. And at 5:08, Conrad returned from the beach and text messaged Carter, hey, I'm home. Carter said, okay. And he said, she said, what? He said, I don't know, I'm stressing. She said, you're fine. It's going to be okay. You just got to do it, babe. You can't think about it. He said, okay, I got this. She said, yes, you do. I believe in you. Did you delete the messages? Too late, bitch. Verizon still got that shit up in the cloud.
Now, real quick, since you just broke from that, I will agree. Okay, obviously now that he's officially mentioned, he said the word kill.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm on board.
I don't want to kill
now,
anyone else.
No, here's the thing though. Judging by all this right here and her being so like just do it.
She's super
she's
persistent.
Fucked up. Like she's fucked up in the head. I'm not going to doubt that. Okay, she's fucked up in the head, and what she's doing may not be the right thing.
Right.
Okay, I'm not, but I'm still sticking with. Just because she influenced verbally somebody to do something does not mean it's her fault. Because there are so many things people could fucking go down for if that were the case.
They have gone
Like
down
so
for
many
it,
things.
actually.
I
mean,
don't think they fucking should. We're gonna go back. If I told you to kill Ron right now and you fucking stabbed him in the throat with your little selfie stick, okay, is that my fault?
Well, I mean, what about Charles Manson?
Luckily, I don't look.
Because Charles Manson literally
I
didn't kill anybody. He didn't do anything to anyone.
But where wasn't he in the house with like a bunch of bodies and shit?
No, he
I
wasn't.
don't know the whole story on him.
He told them to go do that. He told them to go do that. He brainwashed.
Yeah, it wasn't
them.
like a whole cult thing or whatever.
Yeah,
It was like a
and he told him to go do it. That's mind control cult. It's all in the same wheelhouse. Is Charles Manson guilty?
No, I'm saying so. But didn't he physically kill people too?
No,
He's
he never. No,
physically
there is
ever
no
killed
proof
anybody.
of him physically killing anyone.
But he went down.
He was the
because
leader of the
leader of
Manson
this-
family, and the Manson family went out and killed some people. He was not there, though. He was not there.
And no bodies or anything were ever drugged back to his
No,
house. Or
no,
he was
none of
involved
them.
in
It was
hiding
just the
them
gruesome-
or getting rid of the bodies.
Nope, it was the gruesome deaths. And the people who did it, I think they faced death penalty. I'm not quite
Yeah,
sure.
I'm not sure. I know who he is, obviously, but
Yeah.
I don't know the whole story about him. But my thing is, this is my whole argument, and y'all can fight it all you want. I really don't give a fuck. Like, this whole thing I don't care about. But my thing
You haven't
is-
even heard my opinion.
No, I'm just
You've
saying,
just been going on. I haven't even given my opinion
real
on
quick
it.
before you start. My
were you
only
saying?
point that I'm trying to make, he was trying to finish this, but
Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole point I'm trying to get at is that I don't think just because you influence somebody to do something and they do it, that it's your fault that they did it, because it comes time for you to be held accountable for your own fucking actions.
Right.
It doesn't always have to
And
be
this
somebody
person
else
being held
motivating you.
accountable for hers. She's fucking.
Right.
But she didn't. I'm just saying,
Okay.
dude. She didn't physically do it.
So we're gonna finish the text messages. So
She physically sent those fucking
he
text
said,
messages.
"Okay, I got
It's not
this."
her fault.
Carter said, "Yes, you do. I believe in you. Did you delete the messages?" That's where we left off. So Roy said, "Yes, but you're going to keep messaging me." And she said, "I will." Roy said, "Okay, well, I'm bringing my sisters for ice cream." He took his little sisters for ice cream right before he's about to kill himself. What a nice guy. And Carter said, "So, will you do it when you get back?" Of course, she has to clarify and make sure that he's still down. Roy said, "Yep, I'll go out. I'll go right there." She said, "Okay." He said, "Love you." And she said, "I love you so much." He sent her a smiley face. She sent a 33, a.k.a., I guess, kissy faces. Is that what the 33 is? Kissy faces? I don't know. He sent her a smile. Yeah. And then he said, "Haha, what are you doing?" She said, "Nothing really, just resting." He said, "Okay, haha, I'm procrastinating." Which kind of tells you right there, tell him to back off, don't do it, you know. And she said, "Haha, I know. Are you back?" He said, "Yep." She said, "So it's time?" He said, "Oh, it's been time." She said, "Are you going to do it now?" Roy said, "I just don't know how to leave them, you know?" She said, "Say you're going to go to the store or something. Like, I want them to know that I love them." He said, "Like, I want them to know that I love them." And she said, "They know. That's one thing they definitely know. You're overthinking." And then Roy said, "I know I'm overthinking. I've been overthinking this for a while now." And she said, "I know you have. You just have to do it like you said. Are you going to do it now?" Like, this is like the 20th time she's asked him. And he said, I still haven't left yet. Haha. She said, why? He said, leaving now. She said, okay, you can do this. And he said, okay, I'm almost there. The last text message sent at 6:25 is the last message to Roy. Lifeline. And then, so after that, he had called her because he was like getting really baked from the carbon monoxide or whatever it is that they're breathing in. He got out, called her, and she told him to get back in there. And then he got back in there and finished the job, and then he's dead now.
So that's how he did it, though.
So it was in the garage. I think it was in the garage. Let me see where exactly it was, just to be sure with the story. Text message and Michelle Carter is being charged involuntary manslaughter. Involuntary. Carter, who was 17, allegedly have encouraged him to take his own life by sending him a series of text messages, including implied that he would be happier once dead.
She's not going to jail for her whole life. She's just going for a few years, probably.
Right.
And she should. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
No question about
he
that
was
in my
found
mind.
dead in a vehicle. So there you go.
I mean, you could say that what he was doing was a cry for help.
Could have been.
Like
it very well could have been.
She
could be a sociopath where she does not feel
Right.
any type of emotion.
that's what it seems like to me.
And just wants him like, hurry up, dude, die, so I can get some attention here, so I can
Right.
say R.I.P. my boyfriend and stuff. What do you think, Jimmy?
Well, I was rambling earlier. I think
You were. You were
yes,
fucking rambling earlier.
I already told you what I fucking think. I think obviously she's fucked up. Obviously, I'm not agreeing with what she's doing.
Right.
I'm not saying that it's right. It's fucking Rick's all been out of shape, and whoever keeps sending these long ass messages, I can't read because it's too far away. All I'm saying is, I do not agree with what she did. Okay, I said before, even before you read all those old messages, I said, should she have called for help? Yeah, probably so. That's what you should do. I agree with that.
Right.
I don't agree with all this. Do it, just do it. You'll be happy when you're dead. Just do it. I don't agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't stand for that, and I would never encourage anybody to encourage somebody else to go kill themselves.
Right.
I'm not for that, and I'm not for encouraging people to kill themselves.
Right.
I just want to clarify that. I'm not for this girl, okay? The only hill that I'm trying to die on right now is just the fact that I don't feel you should. I'm not going to say in general. I'm just going to say with her,
In this
because that's what we're
specific case,
talking
'cause
about.
that's what we're talking about, yeah.
Should she maybe be evaluated? Maybe she should be one of those like crazy houses to check her to see if she's fucking stable. Maybe she needs to be away at a mental place for a little while, but to check how she is, whatever that is. Maybe she needs some like mental work done because obviously she's not all there, right? I don't feel, however, she is responsible for his death. She motivated him. Because she kept telling him to fucking do it, but she didn't physically do anything. He chose to take his own life.
How do you feel about that, Rick?
He pretty much she took advantage of someone that was mentally ill. It's like saying, like, if I go to a mentally ill person and say, like, you're a retard, you should just kill yourself. Retard.
Do you think that
you just like you have no purpose in life? If they kill themselves because I say something like that, I'm a fucking.
But yeah,
I should go to jail for some shit like that.
But
I should go to prison. I should.
You're wrong for that. Yeah, you shouldn't tell somebody who is got some fucking shit going on in their heads to go kill themselves. Okay. Well, the text message, he sounded fine. It sounded like he was just everyday life for him.
He is.
But obviously, he's wanting to kill himself.
He confided in her.
I get it.
That he wanted to kill himself.
And I understand that 100%. But are you taking advantage of somebody? Yeah, I guess that would be you taking.
And like to me, this is
advantage
no different than like you have the situation where people's parents are sending like bullying messages to. These little kids that are in high school and shit like that, like saying, like, there's been situations where, like, just a parent of a girl sending, like, messages to another girl anonymously that says, like, you're a piece of shit or some shit, you should just kill yourself, blah, blah, and the person kills himself.
Doing the internet bullying. Yeah, and that's a big thing that's been happening the last few years is the internet bullying thing.
That's something that needs to be done about that.
But
and people need to go to jail for something
She
like
was
that.
being positive. She was like giving him positive reinforcement, like motivating him to kill himself.
Right.
Because he obviously expressed to her that he wanted to do it, and he wanted to do it bad.
It would be like that would be like someone that like instead of a psychiatrist telling someone like their patient that they shouldn't do something, you needed help, and we give you talk to you about your problems, blah blah blah. Or something. Like you're pretty much helpless. You should just go kill yourself.
That sucks.
I mean, that's not right. And like I said before, should she have reached out to somebody? Yeah, probably so. I think she should have, right?
If she had done nothing, period, like she had just like said, like he was getting these messages to her, and she had just like moved away from it, like I don't want to deal with this, or she had not sent a thing back, she would have no responsibility for whatever happened to her.
Right.
But because
she said encouragement, she said do it, go ahead and fucking like.
She asked him, "Are you going to do it like 15 times?
Like, are you're doing it now? You and then she said you should do this. Like
clearly we know
like,
where Rick stands and where I stand.
It's not like if you want to do this, go ahead and do it, or if you
I could beat the horse all night, but I mean,
beat the dead horse.
My opinion's not going to change. Rick's opinion's not going to change. What's your fucking opinion?
Oh, man. See, that one, obviously she's not guilty of murder.
No.
Obviously it's not
murder.
It's not in a
I
case of
somebody.
Right, and it's not in a case of manslaughter where she was drunk driving and literally killed a family. It's not even that. It's like, do you think that she thought that he was serious and he was seriously going to do it? Because she seems to be asking him when he's going to do it so that she can be right on top of him and be like, R.I.P. my boyfriend, give me some sympathy. That's what I really think it is to me for this situation. But it's really fucked. Because he's obviously, the way that he's structuring his questions to her and the way that he's kind of like texting her out of nowhere saying, kind of not wanting to do it now. You know, he's like literally trying to like throw these little things, and he's confiding in the wrong person because she wants him to kill himself. Mm-hmm. She literally had to motivate him.
We know what's going on, but like, what do you think?
I was just expressing. I literally just expressed how I felt about it by saying, I don't know. I don't know if I think that is it manslaughter? No. Is it involuntary manslaughter?
Well, that's what the charges are.
That's the thing. Is it involuntary manslaughter? After reading the text message in this situation,
I can't say what the charge should be, but I know there should be something done to her for him killing himself.
I feel like there should be something expressed to her.
There has to be a consequence that she suffers for this happening.
So
not just this happening, but for her role in it.
Causing
she had an obvious role in this happening.
Right.
And she has to pay the consequences for that. There has to be a consequence. Otherwise, it's going to keep happening. I mean, you say that this is okay and that like she didn't have any responsibility for this, then other people are going to, like, how many other people are going to do the same thing? And eventually, it's going to become a problem and something that's going to have to get done.
Encouraging other people to do stuff. At some point, when are you held accountable for your own actions? I can't. You can't
hold him accountable.
But you're only looking at it from like, what about her actions though?
Like, you can't think.
I don't agree with her actions.
Like, do you think that she should be responsible for convincing him to kill himself? Because she did convince him. That's irrefutable. She for sure convinced him.
She convinced him.
Yes, but
she's responsible for convincing him because that's what she did.
Now nobody's saying that Rick nor I are saying that she's guilty of him killing him. Like, of course you can't just. She didn't put the gun in his hand. She didn't point the gun at him.
Yeah,
she kind of did verbally. You could say she did verbally.
Obviously.
But that's not literally. That's not actually doing it. So,
like, and you're saying like they should have some responsibility for their own actions. Like, they're not thinking clearly. Obviously, there's some mental issue that they're having.
Both of them obviously have some mental stuff.
I'm focusing primarily on him right now, where like he can't be responsible for his own actions in this case because like he doesn't have that mental stability to be able to say this. Like, he's pretty much like mentally ill. Like, he's mentally, challenged right now. Like, I don't know him personally or anything like that.
Right.
I'm saying, like, based on that, there's obviously something going on with him that's not right. And he may have known. That's why he was talking to her. He may have known, like, this isn't right. Like, I'm hesitating. I know, He didn't ask her though, like, do you want me to kill myself? He didn't say that. He didn't.
No, he didn't say that. No,
like, maybe there was already a conversation about that.
I just wish, right. I wish that we could see like the text or whatever
Like some
before that,
build-up,
yeah, the build up, so we could see like what the perspective is. Like, okay, we know he's tried to kill himself a couple times before,
And she knew about it.
and she knew about it,
Did
so
other
she's
people
trying
know
to
about
encourage
it?
him to do it. But she wants him to do it worse than he does. It seems.
Well, all I'm
you
going to
know?
say, just to go ahead, because I'm not going to say anything else about it, just before this gets out there, before you post it and everybody starts thinking that I'm a bully and I want people to kill themselves.
Nobody thinks that.
I'm just saying for the record. I'm saying for the record.
Gotcha.
I don't agree with what she did. I think she should have went out and got him some help.
Right.
I don't think, and this is all I'm saying, I don't think she's responsible for him taking his own life.
We both agree with you.
Okay, so boom, that's it. That's all I was ever fucking saying. That's it. That is it.
You're the one that got all emotional pants over
Rick's
here.
over there. Oh fuck! Oh, this fucking guy.
That's not
oh,
what he's.
motherfucker.
He hasn't done that at all.
Yes, he did.
dude.
He was sitting over there when you were reading the fucking messages, and I'm like, he could be talking about beating his dick in the car. He could be talking. Yeah, like
Well, yeah,
but
because
at the time,
you're acting
the
like
word kill never
you're playing.
existed.
Because you were playing ignorant on that.
I could play whatever I want. I'm just.
I
that's
didn't
what
say
I
you
was
couldn't.
so-
I was
But
just
you know
saying,
the
like,
story.
you know,
context.
That's why
you
I
know
was
what
like,
they were
you know,
talking
well,
about.
fuck.
You were acting like you were saying like, oh, they could be talking about patty
I
cake.
don't know
You
what they're
know what they were
talking
talking
about.
about. That's obvious. You know.
I'm just
Are you?
saying.
What are you, a lawyer now?
I'm just saying.
Are we
it
under
wasn't in
oath?
there until the very end. So at that point, I was just being a little facetious. God fucking forbid I do that on a fucking podcast. And B,
Nobody's angry
playing a
at you
little,
for doing that.
Rick got a little emotional when I was doing that.
I mean,
Okay?
this thing
He
was a piece of
getting
shit
a little
for that.
emotional. But
He
I'm
is a
just-
piece of shit.
My thing is, and I'll be a piece of shit. I'll be a piece of dick piss. I'll be a piece of whatever the fuck. A piece of fried chicken. I don't care. All I'm saying, and you guys,
He's going to
you
say it
just
again.
said you agreed.
Take a guess what he's
You
about
just
to
said
say
you
again,
agreed.
because he's going to
So
say it for the
guess
10th
what?
time to
Guess
cover his
what?
ass
I'll
again.
fucking say it 25 fucking times so you cut this motherfucker off. She's not responsible. That's it.
She has
Y'all-
she has
y'all
to pay
talk about
consequences
whatever
for the
the
role
fuck
she
you want. Me
played.
being a piece of shit,
She-
video
you-
games, chicken, I don't care.
I feel because I'm in between. Like I'm in between because I do feel like she should pay some kind of consequences for talking to
So
him
do
like
you
that.
agree
you know?
with that? Maybe she should go get evaluated by some kind of
mentally.
mental
I think
health
she
facility or
deserves
something.
some sort
Maybe
of
Fucked
she-
up?
maybe-
no, she's
maybe
not just
support-
Or
mentally
just
fucked up.
hardcore
I mean,
prison. Like, bitch, you're going to
she
prison.
should go to prison. I mean, in my opinion, she should go to prison. She's not just like fucking mentally fucked up. She encouraged.
So now you got
this
two
person.
mentally people. So where does it end?
She's not like she's not
He's
thinking about.
doing jumping jacks in his chair.
I don't.
I mean,
I
she
want
can
to not care, but I keep hearing
she can get
shit
the
that
mental
is just-
evaluation while she's in
Pissing
fucking
you
prison.
off.
Like she's a bitch that I could imagine her I could imagine her killing somebody. Like I could imagine her like
At
fucking
that
slit.
point, she should go to prison.
But
Okay.
she should get mentally evaluated. She should get mentally evaluated while she's in prison. Bitch.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's these kind of situations are just unfucking fortunate, but I don't fucking know. man.
Unfucking fortunate.
Yeah, but it's super unfortunate.
Yeah,
It's
not
of
trying
course
to
it's-
gauge the level of how I'm just fucking saying.
I'm not over. I'm agreeing with you, Jimmy. Nobody is attacking you today. Why are you so defensive? You've been defensive since we started.
This thing on?
No, it's not now.
Exactly.
Whatever the fuck.
Why is he so mad?
Like
I have no. This is like the angry Jimmy episode.
I know it's not. I just.
Dude, you're so pissed.
maybe he's raging. Like are you been
He's
doing-
raging, dude.
been
He's
doing
definitely raging. And it's like a real legit one. But that's a crazy story. And, I think we all kind of fall on different areas in it. But we all can recognize that there's some weird shit going on with that. I mean, that's for sure. Whether or not she should be punished, that's obviously not up in our hands. But it is an interesting debate because if stuff like that starts happening, then do you do something about it, or do you just be like, well, yep, if she's saying this, let's hear
There's
it.
a lot of people that are going to be going down if you took every text message or email of somebody encouraging somebody
And took it seriously.
I mean, and took it serious. Exactly.
That's
I mean,
a cool view.
Where does it end? Yeah, we should have some kind of
Dude,
mount.
take a picture of that and then send
We
it.
should have a mount up there. Like, do suction cups work on walls like that? You could put it on.
That's
your board.
awesome, dude. I'm gonna use that to promote the show. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, where does it end? Like, where do you draw the line between?
Well, you draw the line
you know,
where you get people encouraging people who kill themselves and then actually do it. Of course, that's where you draw the line.
Yeah,
you don't take any of that seriously, but it's in hindsight. Like, of course, this
Well,
stuff
at
you
that
can't.
point, it's too
We
late.
couldn't prevent. Right, we can't prevent that from happening, but we can definitely put it out there that if you were to encourage somebody to kill themselves, there
You're
may
gonna
be
go
some
through
consequences.
the- you're gonna
Well, there
suffer
may
the
be
same-
some consequences.
Yeah.
Not, I don't know. Like every situation is differently. That's a problem with law too. Is that Rick don't know how to fucking use a selfie stick. But that's that's a big thing. That's a big problem with it as well. Is that every situation is different, and every law isn't catered to every specific situation. You know, because it's all different. You can't control any of it.
Well, that's where courts for and trials and all that kind of stuff.
Right, and even then, like they're
Juries
working within the confines of
Yeah.
the law, and the law.
Well, that's
yeah.
a whole nother.
That's a
fucking
whole nother.
podcast, you know? So
We don't want to get. We already got Jimmy
yeah,
pissed
that's
off
a
enough
whole
as it
nother
is.
Show.
The law is the law.
The law is
You
the
know,
law.
I mean, obviously, man,
Whoops.
something should happen to her.
Ron doesn't
I
even use
just
a
I
fucking
don't know if it
cell
should be prison. I don't know if it should be,
Yeah.
because I don't think it's her fault.
Right,
She had a part in it.
right.
That's obvious. I just don't think it's her fault. I mean, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people that are going to hear this and comment on Facebook or wherever else, are probably going to have very different idea. I might get bashed a little bit or whatever. That's why I kept wanting to state like where I really stand on this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to play devil's advocate or play lawyer or anything like that. I'm just,
Saying how you feel about it.
yeah. I mean, I don't agree with it at all. It's unfortunate.
I don't think any like me or Ray. Well, I don't think that you are happy that she did that.
Yeah,
I don't
not
think
at
that
all.
you thought that was a good idea. But I understand your side of it, and I don't think that. Of course,
Something
didn't
needs
do it.
to happen. I just don't think she should get the
the blunt.
boom, it's
of
your
it.
fault, bitch. That's it.
Yeah,
You're going to
yeah.
prison.